The queens enter the workroom, once again congratulating Naz on surviving the lip sync. Icy checks her nails and waits for the other girls to say something to her about her challenge win. But once she realizes nobody's speaking to her, she laughs, saying that she thought that she was supposed to be the Ice Queen.
It's a new day in the workroom, and I am so gracious and thankful to spend another day with all of my new friends. They must not have gotten much sleep, though, as they don't seem very chipper this morning. Perhaps some coffee and a little pep talk will help to give them the energy they need to seize the day.
Icy presses the girls further, saying that she's very glad that she has immunity this week, as it means that she can sit back and have some fun with the other girls. Betty and Veronica give each other a quick glance, worried that other queens are going to be subject to her manipulation. The other queens, however, are less than thrilled about Icy's plans.
Oh darling, Icy is really going to try it with the other girls this week. But I can't let that happen at all. It's bad enough that Susie got the axe because she meddled with her, and I'm not going to let other innocent queens get screwed over. We just have to find a way to distract her.
The TV turns on in the workroom, and all of the queens get ready for another challenge briefing. Here's the sitch, queens. I think some fun and games make any day better, so for this week's mini challenge, we're going to play a little game of mini golf, with a special guest, none other than the Ball of Truth. Whoever shows off the best golf skills wins.
Why did they have to bring back the Ball of Truth? I remember watching that thing on season 1 and it quickly became my sleep paralysis demon. It's even more intimidating in person. I was about to cry.
Marina won the mini challenge.
I'm very thankful that I was able to break Veronica's mini challenge streak, but I'm worried that Ball is still in the studios. Very few things have struck the fear of God in me like that abomination against nature.
Many have tried to silence me. None have succeeded. I shall speak my truth and the world shall tremble at my non-existent feet. For I am the Ball of Truth, and I am omnipotence.
For this week's Maxi Challenge, it's time to snatch the stars. That's right, we're playing the Snatch Game, where you'll all be impersonating a celebrity of your choice and try to match contestants' responses. This challenge is going to be very important if you want to impress us, so make sure that you're giving it your best. On the runway, category is Roller Derby Darlings. Good luck, and don't fuck it up.
You have no idea how excited I am for this challenge. I've been preparing this for months, and I know for a fact that I'm going to have these judges rolling on the floor with my comedy. There's nothing that could possibly go wrong.
As the queens scramble to prepare their celebrities, Icy walks over to where Marina and Sackboy are talking together about what celebrities they're going to be doing. Icy prompts them to tell her which queens they're gonna do, and Sackboy says they're planning on portraying Ragatha, whereas Marina says she was going to impersonate Starmie. Icy gasps, looking at Marina and saying that she was actually planning on doing Starmie, and that maybe she should let her have it, since she prepared for it for so long. The two get into a brief argument, but Sackboy naively suggests that both of them should play Starmie, as it would mean twice the fun.
Obviously I'm not going to play Starmie, but that sea lion doesn't need to know that. If I can throw her off her game and force her to scramble in this challenge, it'll just mean less competition for the crown. Besides, I'm untouchable this week, so I can devote a little more time to getting into the other queens' minds and shake their confidence. I just hope that Ragdoll doesn't try to convince Marina to stick with her original idea. That'd be so disappointing.
Meanwhile, Betty and Veronica are talking to Jem about their plan to take Icy down, filling her in on how she tried to get them to turn against each other. Jem seems a bit confused over their entire plan, but tells them that they should focus on trying to distract her from the other girls to prevent her from meddling with them like she did with Susie. When they try to think of ways to keep her preoccupied, Betty and Veronica plan to stage a fight between each other in an effort to take the heat off of the other girls.
I don't know if Jem's super receptive to our plan to beat Icy at her own game, but there are more important things to take care of. I have to show the judges that I deserve to be here after my lackluster performance so far. If I don't deliver in Snatch Game today, I'm as good as gone. After all, what good is a master plan if I'm not here to execute it?
The two Riverdale queens are spending a lot of time trying to take Icy down, and I worry that they're going to get too distracted with this. I understand that Icy trying to sabotage the other queens is a major problem, but I'm not going to fall for her mind games. I'd much rather wait for her to lay her hands on someone or something and have production intervene instead of trying to deal with it myself.
On the other end of the workroom, Amy, Naz, and Brandy are chatting over what E-Scope seems to be doing, as she doesn't seem to be preparing anything. When Amy is questioning which celebrity she's doing, eScope tells her that she is not going to reveal it to her until the time is right, and that any mind tricks won't fool her into divulging that confidential secret. Amy slowly backs away from eScope, making a mental note to never interact with her one-on-one once the season's over.
I was trying to help Naz work on her impersonation, and I can't help but notice eScope in her, I want to say, eccentric behavior. She's not giving anybody a hint of who or what she's doing, and I don't know whether to be worried for her performance or worried for her, in general.
The Queen's celebrities are as follows. Icy will be playing Amanda Lepore. Amy Wong will be playing Taranga Leela. Sackboy will be playing Ragatha. Pre Marina will be playing Starmie. Betty Cooper will be playing Britney Spears. Naz will be playing Hilary Duff. Veronica Lodge will be playing Edna Mode. Jem will be playing Richard Simmons. Brandy will be playing Paris Hilton. And eScope will be playing Explosivo.
What the actual fuck did I just witness?
Betty slayed the challenge. Veronica and Jem had a great performance.
I could see Betty's face just light up when she was performing as Britney Spears up there. I'm thankful we managed to toss a few jokes each other's way so that we were able to both stand out, and I can rest easy knowing that both of us are in the top. This gives me the perfect idea on how to mess with Icy.
Pre-Marina, Sackboy, Icy, Amy, and Brandy had a good performance. eScope and Naz had a bad performance.
All according to plan. My character was so magnificent, so cerebral, so iconic, that I think I stunned the judges speechless. My talent truly knows no bounds, and I'm so thankful that I was able to keep my masterpiece a secret until the time was right.
I honestly don't really care that I didn't do that well. Nobody could ignore the elephant in the room that was eScope. What was she even doing? Some off-Broadway one-woman show? I think she's completely lost the plot.
On the runway, category is Roller Derby Darlings. Jem slayed the runway. Betty, Veronica, Sackboy, Pre-Marina, and Icy had a great runway.
I'm so relieved that my stress over this week's runway was unwarranted, despite my difficulties with the rollerblades. Still, I am quite confused as to why Icy suddenly changed her mind on portraying Starmie. Perhaps she decided to actually do something nice and go with her second option. Now that I think about it, that's giving her too much credit.
Amy had a good runway. Brandy, Naz, and eScope had a bad runway.
The girls who claim to be fashion queens always somehow manage to disappoint on the runway. Brandy, sweetie, did Alexa leave you that outfit to wear after she left? 'Cause I think the only word I can use to describe what you were wearing is barfalicious. Sorry, not sorry.
Welcome to the main stage of Drag Race Toontown. Let's meet our judges. First, our resident panelists, my best friends, they're Monique and Ron Stoppable. And our guest judge, hailing from the faraway land of free country USA, it's Strong Bad. Now let the judging commence. Ladies, all 10 of you aimed to impress us with your star-studded performance. But only one of you served up the deadliest snatch. When I call your name, please step forward. Sackboy. Brandy Harrington. Pre-Marina. Icy. Ladies, you all performed well enough to advance to next week. You are all safe and can leave the stage.
How very splendiferous. I'll be here for another week, and that means I'll be able to spend even more time with all of the new friends that I've made here. I am so very thankful to be associated with such a lovely bunch of people.
That means that Veronica Lodge, Jem, Naz, Betty Cooper, eScope, and Amy Wong, you represent the tops and bottoms of the week. Jem, you were a true sight to behold as you rolled down that runway, and your Richard Simmons made us want to sweat to the oldies. Congratulations, you're safe.
Another week in the top, and I definitely can't complain about that. Still, what I wouldn't give to have won a challenge like Snatch Game. At least this week, it looks like it'll go to someone deserving instead of what happened with Icy. I wouldn't be mad if they both won, to be honest.
Veronica Lodge, you had me convinced you were a true bona fide member of the Mode Squad, and your runway definitely rolled with the punches. Nice job, you're safe.
I had a feeling that I'd be in the top this week. I've been a big fan of Edna and the rest of the Mode Squad for a long time now, so I knew that I could pull off a good impression of her. Edna, darling, hit me up if you ever need a new member. My phone is always open.
Betty Cooper, your Britney Spears showed us that the pop star truly isn't a toxic celebrity to impersonate, and your runway has shown us that you have the nitty-gritty that it takes to impress. Congratulations, you are the winner of this week's Maxi Challenge, and have earned immunity for next week.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Kim. If there was ever a challenge that I needed to win, I'm so thankful it was this one. The only problem is that this might make Icy think that Ronnie and I sorted out our differences with each other. I think I know just what to do. It's time to fight fire with fire, or rather, ice with ice.
E-Scope, your confusing choice to portray someone who was an original character fell flat, and on the runway, you seem to have two left wheels. I'm sorry, my dear, but you are up for elimination. Naz, your Lizzie McGuire underwhelmed us in Snatch Game, and it seemed like your roller girl runway was on the brink of disaster. I'm sorry, my dear, but you are up for elimination. Amy Wong, although your impression of Leela and your roller derby runway weren't anything to write home about, it was good enough to keep you out of the bottom this week. You're safe.
I might have jinxed myself by saying nothing could go wrong, but at least I didn't crash and burn as hard as E-Scope did. Not gonna lie, I kinda hope she goes home. No shade or anything, but at least Naz tried to do an impersonation. E-Scope just did herself. I think it's kinda hard to tell with her.
Two queens stand before me. Ladies, prior to tonight, you were asked to prepare a lip-sync performance to Like a Virgin by Madonna. This is your last chance to impress me and save yourself from elimination. The time has come for you to lip-sync for your life.
Something tells me that the judges might have been a little too confused by my beautiful art during this week's challenge, but that won't be a problem. I have a few tricks up my sleeve, and I know that the little girl next to me will be slaughtered on that stage. Not literally, though, I can't go back to jail again.
I'm honestly over trying to justify my performances in this competition, but I'll be damned if I let this screwball last longer than me. I'm not leaving just yet, not until I prove that I can actually do something decent in this competition. Perform.
Good luck, and don't fuck it up. Naz had a great lip sync. E-Scope had a good lip sync. Ladies, I've made my decision. Naz, Shantae, you stay. E-Scope, although you're leaving us now, I will truly never forget your eclectic self-expression and your desire to be truly original. You will be missed. Now sashay away. I said, sashay away. E-Scope, you have been eliminated. Sashay away means you're gone. E-Scope? Izzy? Explosivo? The artist formerly known as Carly Rae Jepsen? Oh my god, I don't have time for this. It's time for Plan B.
This is Untucked.
The queens relax backstage and congratulate Betty on winning the challenge and Naz for winning the lip sync. Betty and Veronica quickly glance at each other and begin to bicker about who was the rightful winner of Snatch Game. The two Riverdale queens quickly begin to stage a fight, which draws Icy's attention away from Marina, who was meaning to ask why Icy had decided against portraying Starmie. The other queens look as the fight culminates in its climax, with both Betty and Veronica storming off set in separate directions. Icy squeals with delight at the drama, and rushes off after Veronica to try instigating some more. When Brandy speaks up and wonders why the two queens were suddenly screaming at each other, Jim reveals that the fight was actually staged, and that the Riverdale queens told her that Icy is beginning to manipulate the girls against each other. When Marina brings up the fact that Icy was trying to psych her out with her Snatch Game celebrity, the remaining 6 queens realize that Icy is going to be a major problem. They promise each other that they won't let Icy get to them, and will make sure to talk to each other if any more rumors or problems come up. Sackboy cheers, thinking that they've all made a pact of friendship, and runs around the room, celebrating their newfound friends for life.
Hey, squirrel friend. When one video ends, just open up another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. I support you.
What the crap was that? Where were the dragons? The hot, cool babes? The crazy pyrotechnics? Is this what you weirdos call entertainment?